Oh, great.
Oh, it's weird. Weirder. Stuck.
Pass hands?
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Die Another Day. I think we're episode
13.
No.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Yarn Enabler. I'm Amanda. I'm on, it's Ravelry, Instagram. I can't, I'm done.
Look below.
Well, let Christina do all the fancy things there. And then my fabulous co-host.
I'm Christina, and I'm online as the Cozy Knitter.
And she can speak real well.
We also have a group on Ravelry for the podcast.
Yes.
It's the Die Another Day podcast group on Ravelry, and there's threads in there, one for each episode. There's the Ask Me Anything thread.
Which is totally fun. We have lots of questions today.
There is knitting, knit-along threads in there, because right now we're running the Selfish Summer Sock Cal. And
It's awesome.
I feel like every time I log on, there is several new pairs.
Totally.
Like, there's new pairs
People are
every
knitting
day.
so
You guys
freaking
are
fast.
awesome. So, I have been knitting Selfish Socks, but I'm having a bit of a problem.
What's wrong?
I started 4 different pairs. So I have either like this much toe or this much cuff done on 4 different socks. So I guess if I put it all together, I have a sock.
I don't think it works that way. I mean, I know you make the rules, but I don't think it works that way.
Oh, darn.
Oh, man. Sorry. You got it one whole continuous.
I guess, well, we don't qualify for prices, so I guess it's okay.
I did screw up the husband sock knit along, so you're due for the selfish. I, on the other hand, are doing great on the selfish sock.
Yeah?
Yes, and I've been showing it off on Instagram. You guys want to go? We're going right to hose.
I guess so. You have a hoe?
No, it's not a hoe. It's a quo.
It's a quote, okay.
Quo. So this, oh, it's stuck. Sorry about that.
Doesn't want to come out.
This is my Tequila Sunrise sock.
Gorgeous.
So this is one of Christina's colorways. I think you did it last summer, this summer? When was it new?
It was near the spring.
This spring, okay. So what I did, I started with the cuff because I didn't want to wind this because I was being lazy in the car. So last week, I think you guys saw me doing the cuff on the podcast. So I did a twisted rib. It's just a 1x1 rib rather. Mm-hmm. And I only twisted my knits, not my purls, so the inside looks normal. Just because it takes me a long time to do a twisted rib.
Yeah.
So if I can cut the work in half, I do.
But I do like how the twisted rib looks over a regular
really
1x1.
nice? I just love it. It's so neat and tidy and crisp. And then for the rest of the sock, I did, I took that idea that you had of the slipping the color, but I did it every other one because I wanted it to be like, whoa, in your face. And after my little mistake where I was doing my toe ups and I ended up putting the heel on the wrong side.
Is that why we're knitting cuff down?
That's why we're... Actually, the reason we're knitting cuff down is because I want to do my toes in the blue. Oh. And I didn't have time to wind it before I started casting on, so I decided to do cuff down. And you know what? Sometimes it's nice just to change things up. Mm-hmm. And I always do toe ups, so now I'm doing cuff down. So there we go. So I'm slipping every other stitch as soon as there's a color change. Mm-hmm. So I'm just knit. And even if the color changes for you are usually like pretty spot on, they're like in the middle. I can't even find one that's halfway because your dye is so awesome. All right, so there's maybe one stitch there.
Oh, she found a mistake.
One stitch.
Isn't that typical?
Can you see it? Like, sorry, look at I'm horrible with my nail polish, sorry.
Oh, look at that. We're all blue now.
One stitch right there. That is half and half. That's the biggest mistake I can find. Anyways. So then I'll switch and start doing it. And I tried to line them up so that I was slipping the same stitch. Mm. And someone asked me if it affects the elasticity, and I'm not really thinking it does.
I don't think it really does.
They're pretty elastic-y. Mm-hmm. I really don't think it affects. The inside looks really cool though.
Oh, that is neat.
Isn't that look
really
pretty?
Neat inside out?
I know. I'm thinking that would like make a really cool picture too. I really like the way that looked. Anyways, and I'm knitting these on those new Knit Picks needles I got last week, and I freaking love them.
Yeah?
I'm using a 2.0 for the very first time. I've always done a 2.25 millimeter, so I'm using a 2.0, and I think I found my sweet spot.
Oh, nice.
I think I'm a 2.0 knitter, and I've been knitting them on 2.25 for, since I started, but I really like these, and they're just that much more snug, which I kind of really like.
And you're doing a 64 stitch sock?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm such a loose knitter, I guess, now.
Which is funny, because I'm such a tight knitter.
Yeah. But this actually reminds me more of one of your socks compared to one of my usual socks. Like the stitches are a little bit tighter. So I'm really happy with it. So here's my Tequila Sunrise. So I think I'm almost ready to put the heel in. I might finish the yellow and then put the heel in, because the yellow is right between the teals.
Right.
And the heel is a teal. So I might do like a yellow and then halfway through the orange put in the heel and then finish off the yellow. I think I'll just do a fish lips kiss heel, because I'm not a huge fan of heel flaps.
No,
I don't know. I
like heel
can't get into
flaps.
them.
I'm putting a heel flap in my current
Heel down!
project.
Yay!
Well, I haven't gotten there quite yet.
So this is going around in my Freckled Whimsy bag. It's the perfect size. It really is the perfect size. So thank you again for that beautiful colorway, because I really love it.
No problem.
Look how fast I've gone.
The shop.
And on the way to CrossFit, I can do two stripes.
Oh, good.
On the drive there. On the drive home, I can't, because my hands are usually so shaking.
Blisters and whatever else.
We had a really, really big workout last week, and I took a picture an hour after, and my face was still like red. I was still exhausted an hour later. So, what do you got in your bag?
My phone booth bag is
Zigzag stitches, baby.
It's back. And in there, this is like super special project, because I got my special bag, and then I
haven't seen these yet.
This is the yarn from Wool Barn.
It looks so pretty in a cake. Oh my goodness.
It's gorgeous. It's like blues and different shades of brown and copper, and then there's the tweed flecks in it, which they're black and cream and
navy. Okay, let me see the socks. Let me see the socks.
So, like I said last week, somebody had inquired what size sock needles we use.
I knew, but I just had to be double sure, because those things aren't cheap. So when your husband asked me what you wanted for your birthday,
husband.
Yeah, he asked me, and I was like,
he was scheming
with me. That's the whole point of having a best friend, because then they know exactly what you want and can tell your husband, right? Am I right?
It worked. This is really truly
so I had to double
what
check.
I wanted.
Yeah.
I have been. You guys heard me talking about these. And
I'm so excited.
Signature needles.
And they're the short ones. I even remember to tell him the short ones.
They're 5-inch.
Steven, you did good.
They're 5-inch needles. They're a size US 1, 2.25 millimeters, which is my sweet spot needle. And I love the 5-inch length.
Yeah.
The 5-inch length is great. All
right, tell me about the porcupine wrestling. How are you doing?
Better.
Yes.
It's not smooth, and I'm very rude knitter. I am having a problem holding a particular finger down.
Ooh.
So I maybe shouldn't do this in public.
Let me see. Let you do a couple stitches.
Let's not.
That
would be rude. But look at
Christina.
Did you see this? He had them engraved.
He did not. I can't read that.
It says Happy 35th.
Oh my god! That's so cool! I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah.
Well done, Steven.
So this is the yarn is by the Wool Barn. The pattern I'm knitting is, I don't know if you saw, it's kind of hard to see the texture, but it's
perfect for that though, because it's just subtle. It's almost like
so this,
I love it.
This pattern is Pebbles by Mina Phillip. It's part of her new sock collection that we just gifted away last podcast, and called Beyond Vanilla Socks Part 1.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's just a nice, simple texture. And I thought, this would be fun to try out with my porcupines.
Yeah. It's simple to learn with the porcupines. Not only that, but it looks fabulous with the wool.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. And this yarn is so soft.
Do each one have the same thing on them?
Yeah. And they are sharp.
They're sharp. They're very light.
They're very light.
What are they made of?
It's like
a composite, isn't it?
I think it's like the type of aluminum that they use for airplanes.
Aluminium.
It's a word, I think.
No, it's like people who say schedule and schedule. I'm a schedule kind of girl.
Some of us say Wednesday and some of us say
Wednesday. Well, I'm trying to say it properly. No, I say Wednesday.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with this.
I love that. Not only that, but
This
the
is-
needles. I want ones now. Those are so cool. Did you only get 4? Do they come in packages of 5?
They come in 4s, 5s, and singles.
Okay, because you know what my thing is? Some people knit with like 4, and then they have their 5th that they're knitting
Yeah.
with. Now, I only have ever knit on double pointed in a triangle, so I knit with 4, not 5.
And I always...
What's the difference?
I have previously always knit with 5, and this is a set of 4. I'm actually finding it easier.
Wait, how come you've always knit with 3 and 4?
No, all the other sets of DPNs that I have are 5s.
You
sets of
taught me
5.
how to knit with DPN, so how do I do it differently than you?
I don't know. We're having issues with the teacher student. There was the purling incident. Now there's the needle thing.
Jesus, it's a.
But I'm finding it easier knitting with 4 needles as opposed to the 5.
I've only ever knit with 4, so I'm with you on that
Well,
one.
I can spot your needle.
No, usually the packages come with 5.
Yeah.
I don't have signatures, but usually mine come in 5, and the 5th one ends up being like a cabling needle, or when I finally lose one of them, it replaces it. Let's be honest here.
Hey. So
I love them.
This is my current selfish sock.
So are those your baseball socks, your purse socks? Are they following you around?
They come with me. I don't get to go to a lot of baseball because we have other sports at the same time. But these are lacrosse practice socks. These will be in the train knitting socks tonight.
Yes, we're going to see Eric tonight.
We are going to meet up with Eric and a bunch of other people actually for a knit
A couple
movie
girls
night.
from our knit night actually are coming.
Eric's tonight, and that's Eric
The
from
yarn
Stitch Plus
therapist,
Twine.
and we're gonna try doing a vlog tonight.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring my camera.
Are
That
you?
has the video, yeah, and then we can video on it.
Yay!
I need
know.
to start stocking Wool Barn.
You should. It's gorgeous.
Very pretty.
And I didn't think it would be this soft to knit with.
Tweed scares me.
It feels so silky.
It does.
I really like it.
Really nice. Really nice.
And this was the coastal colorway.
I'm gonna have to start stocking them. Add them to my list. I did some stocking that I told you guys about last week.
Do you have any other whips?
No.
I do. Can I
You
show
have
it?
another whip?
I do.
Yes. Now you're making my socks seem a little.
Also in a freckled whimsy bag. Ta-da! Llama love. That's me. Okay, so my blanket is growing.
Oh, your blanket. Oh, look, you got a pink one.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a wonky shape right now.
Oh, wait, hold on. Now you got it.
Ta-da!
I love it.
So I added this square over here, which is Malabrigo sock in the Bocelli red, I believe. I added this one, which is Plucky Knitter Bellow. This is 45% cashmere. In the
Oh, yes, it is. Oh.
Miss Manners colorway. And this one here is, what's it called? It will come to me. But these 4 in the middle and this red, they were given to me by one of you viewers, by Nora. And this was the last one. And I'm completely blanking on the name of that yarn brand. It's German.
German. Deutsch.
It'll come to me. And
Ich
then
spreche die Deutsch nicht so gut. Ich habe studieren 2 Jahre Deutsch.
I did 5, but I can't so much say anything anymore.
We had this textbook, and everybody who was in my German class in high school, and I still remember it, we had to read the same sentence over and over. It's, mein Name ist Barbara Brunn. Ich bin 15 Jahre alt und ich habe studieren 2 Jahre Deutsch.
Oh.
And that's pretty much the extent of my German.
I understand
can say bad
all
words,
that. Oh, I
but-
can too. I remember the bad words.
Yeah. We even made up our own bad words.
Did you?
Yeah.
We did an exchange trip, so I went and lived in Germany
So you got the real swear words, not
with
the
a
fake
German
ones.
student for
Yeah.
a week. And yeah, we learned the bad words. And I actually remember, so the first night we sat down for dinner, so it was her, and I think she had 2 brothers, and then her mom and dad. And we were having the cabbage. What's it called?
Cabbage.
No, the white stuff. Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
And anyways,
Pickled cabbage. You needed
I had to cut a bun or something. And this was the first night. Like, I literally just got there.
That's a German dinner. Sausage and sauerkraut and buns. That's like
Cut my
German.
hand.
Ooh.
At the dinner table, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to pretend like nothing happened. Like, it wasn't a bad cut or anything. I was so embarrassed. And I remember they had a bidet in the bathroom. Well, obviously that's where a bidet would go. But
as long as it's not sitting in like the living room, we're good.
but that was new to me. I'm like,
you're European.
I remember every time I was in the washroom, I'm like, what do you do with that thing? Like,
what movie was it when he was cleaning his feet in it?
I don't know, Mr. Bean or something.
Can you imagine?
Gosh.
My kids would probably think it was a water fountain. Be like,
Yeah. Oh God.
I might not even tell them just because I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God. And then they had.
I could just see you. Sorry.
They had these blinds. So, you know California shutters? These are common in North America.
Yes.
Over there, they have some crazy contraption that comes down automatically on the outside of the house. I kind of felt I was like in prison or something.
reminds me of
Like
my
all of a
books.
sudden just slam shut metal
Anybody
shutters.
read the Black Dagger Brotherhood? Because that's what it is. It's the metal shutters that come down for the day. You've never read Black Dagger Brotherhood. It's like smut books, and they're I love my smut. And it's vampire smut, which is even better. If you're into that, read the Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward because they're so good. Oh my God. I may be rereading them for like the 4th time. And they have shutters that come down over their house.
It was creepy.
It's not well, yeah, it would be creepy in real life, I think, if you're not a vampire.
If you didn't know it was going to happen and you're laying in bed and all of a sudden there's the... I'm like,
That's
what
funny.
the... Yeah, so yes.
Well, I love it. You're coming right along with that. Like, you're going to have
And
that
then
done in no time.
This one here is Manos del Grey Allegra
Yes.
in Cabaret.
Yes, remember we had that discussion? It was not...
Womaise. It's Womaise.
Hey!
I remembered.
I love how our tangent helped you. That was quite the tangent.
It was.
I'm impressed with our tangent.
And so this here I'm knitting using my also DPNs, which is completely foreign to me. I hardly ever use DPNs, but I'm using my Knitter's Pride marble dreams.
The dreams are perfect for this because they're slipperier than a regular wood, but they're not like a metal, so they have a little bit of grip to them.
Yeah.
They
Stay in it when I just throw it in my bag.
Yeah, which is nice.
Mid-row and everything.
I have the Dreams interchangeable set, and I use them for all my shawls because you guys know how I am about drop stitches. I can't. Hold on, I just thought about it for a second. I need to like reprocess. So I can't do drop stitches. I'm getting flustered just thinking about them. So, anyways, the Dreams are really good about staying on the needle, but you don't. I don't slow down when I'm on them. So.
And these also came in a pack of 5, but I'm only using 2 of them.
Rebel. That's okay.
So,
you know what? I don't have a ponytail to stick in my needles anymore. I always stuck them in my ponytail. And look, guys, I cut all my hair off. What do you think?
Yes.
Isn't it fun?
It's fun.
I feel like more me now. Like, I felt like the long hair was too fussy.
I told my husband I was going to
Cut it all off. It's liberating. Oh my God. All I did this morning was put mousse in it and then just went and then I'm done. And I love it. It's so much fun.
Mine takes all day to dry. All day.
Literally.
Or
yours is
you
so
can
thick and heavy.
use a dryer and then, your arm wants to die.
Anyways, nice whips. All I have is my socks. I'm being very monogamous.
I know, but you know what else happened? Things followed you home and they're laying right there and I want to see them.
Retail therapy! Okay, so was it 2 podcasts ago? You guys saw me buy this. And it came. So this is Kinfolk Yarn and Fiber, and she's out of, sorry, I had that totally wrong. BC? BC. Vancouver, BC. Love her. Linda's amazing. So this is my second purchase from her, and this is what I got. Isn't it beautiful?
Look at the colors.
So this is actually Blueface Leicester wool, which I have rarely knit with. And as we know, I don't spin. And this is called Tropical Tail Feathers. And it's just...
spin it right now.
I know. And you know who's going to spin it for me?
Who's spinning it for you?
Serafina.
Oh, really?
Yes. And she's like, and then you can follow along in the podcast, and it's perfect. Actually, I had like 10 people reach out. And
Really?
I was, you guys are really sweet. Thank you. Serafino, it just happened to be the first, and so I figured I'd already said yes when other people started emailing in.
It's so gorgeous.
Isn't that fun? And I think it's going to make the most amazing hand-spun wool. I think it's going to just be glorious.
Is she going to do like a barber pole?
I don't know.
Like 2 colors swirled together?
That would be really cool. I would totally be open to that. But like, I don't even know like...
Oh, so fun.
Isn't it? But I didn't even know like that's how they did it. Like it's like a crochet chain. I thought it was a braid. It's a crochet chain.
Well, it looks like a braid on one side and then crochet on the other.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
it's
that's
so cool. That's a lot. It's
probably about 4 ounces.
4 ounces. Yeah, it's 4 ounces. And it's super gorgeous, and it makes me want to dye fiber.
Yeah?
Which I have fiber, I just never dyed it. So I might actually like, I don't know, I might actually try my hand at it now because it's so pretty.
What's it called? What colorway?
Tropical Tail Feathers. Which
Oh,
I thought was
perfect.
totally fun. I know, right?
Look at these colors, guys. Look.
Isn't it? And she has such great tonal. Like it goes from almost a purple, it's such a hot pink, there's a purple, to this delicious like peach. I would call some of this peach, eh? Some oranges and peaches and not quite lemons, but there's some yellows.
Yeah, it's more like a sunflowery warm yellow.
Warm yellow, yeah. And then the pink is vermilion. It's gorgeous. It's very pretty. I love it. I would totally wear lipstick that color. I love it. Actually, I would wear that.
That's fun.
Anyways, I adore it. Linda did an amazing job, and I'm super happy with it. And you know what else she sent me?
What she said?
And it's so awesome. So you know how last week you were talking about Rolex? I got a Rolex! And it's so pretty. Are you ready to feel it?
Yes.
So, it is so soft. Feel that.
Fluffy. Oh, I want to spin Rolex.
So it's called...
It's got Stellina.
Violet Birds of a Feather, and it contains superwash merino. I saw that. Merino, Angelina, Bamboo, and Firestar.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And I just love the look of a Rolex. I didn't know that was called a Rolex.
Aren't they fun?
Those are fun. I would have no idea what to do with it, though.
Okay, so I don't technically know the difference between Rolex and Poonies.
And what?
Poonies, I think they're called. I'm a novice spinner, okay, but
so again,
this looks like it'd be so fun and easy to use
cairns.
for a drop spindle.
Probably. But you know what? Did you
think
see
so.
the colors? I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a very subtle green. Can you see it right here? And then the rest is this beautiful, like, hydrangea blue. Like, it's like a purple.
Yeah,
blue.
it's like the perfect shades of hydrangea and
And yeah,
blues
especially with the
slight
green in there.
lilac.
Yeah. I
And
really...
then the subtle sparkle.
I would make a pillow just like this. Like. So maybe Serafina can do that for me, too. I don't know what I would spin with, like, what I would use. I don't know how much this would make.
Not a lot.
But enough that I could add to something.
Yeah.
What would be really nice is make it like the yoke of a shawl, and then I could dye something for the rest of it. So it was only like half handspun. I don't know. Anyways, but so yeah, Linda totally spoiled me at Kinfolk Fibers.
That's gorgeous.
So those are my
I might have
fibers.
to order some of those.
I think so. I mean, her prices were amazing. And the Rolex really pretty.
Can I steal one of your cards?
Yes, you can take that card. Yeah, because it's a sample. So I just remind me what was inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I don't know if you watched the podcast, but thank you. And you know what else followed me home? Actually, 2 more things. So
I can see it from
continuing on.
here.
I
might take it
scored a Mrs. Brown bags. Isn't it great? And it's bigger than I thought it would be.
It is.
And
This is the 2 skein bag?
yes, I think they called it an Andy's.
Andy collection.
Andy collection. So it's got really great. I love how she chose yellow to complement it
Yes.
instead of pulling on the purple. It just pops it a bit. And then on the inside is this really pretty fabric. Sprigs of sprigs. I don't know. Love it. Love it.
So
Love it.
what I love about the Andy collection is
Mrs. Brown bags.
oh, that's a nice tag.
I know, it's very
Ooh, I want a
pretty.
bag in this print.
Oh, I can totally see those are your colors.
I want that bag.
Yeah.
That print is so nice. Oh, Jody. So what I really like is Jody, who's Mrs. Brown's Bags, and one half of the Grocery Girls podcast. And if you haven't watched them yet, I have no idea how you're watching this if you haven't watched Grocery Girls.
They're
but you
practically
should.
iconic,
Just
yeah.
pause this right now and go over and watch
Yeah.
them. But she actually buys yarn from different indie dyers, knits the swatch, photographs it, and then has this fabric custom printed.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that awesome? Oh,
I love it. And she's such amazing workmanship. Like it's so gorgeous. Even look at her new tags.
Yeah.
Aren't those pretty?
What's this say? Whimsical yarn totes. Oh,
Yeah, I love it.
I like it.
So I found out. So who was it? Was it Lolly did it?
Lolo did it?
Lolo did it. She got almost the exact same bag, but hers is the same wool, but it's the knit stitch.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much the reverse of mine, and she bought it specifically for a knit along that she's doing for a shawl.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, then I have to do the knit along because if I have the
shawl
same
is
bag,
it?
I'm just gonna look it up now on Instagram because how fun would that be to have the same knit along, to do the knit along with
I've
the
kind of
same
been
bag?
stalking. I have to admit, I've been kind of stalking Lolo did it, and she posted a picture of her drying rack.
Did you see that this morning? It was freaking loaded.
I would take the whole rack. That would be okay with me.
The speckles were amazeballs.
Yeah. I'm thinking something right now. I shouldn't say it out loud.
That's never stopped me. Go for it. Yeah, you know what? As soon as I saw her picture on Instagram, I was like, I need to do that knit along. And it was a really pretty shawl pattern too. Watch it not even be Lolo did it, who I'm talking about. Oh my god, maybe it's not because it's not. Oh yeah, yes it is. Whew. Can you imagine?
Don't you love it when you just get your wires crossed and you confuse people?
It's the Aluna. She's hosting a knit along for the beautiful shawl by Akasalina Crafted. It's going until July 17th, so plenty of time. More information on her Ravelry group. So I'm going to hop over to her Ravelry group once my technical difficulties that I'll tell you guys a bit later are figured out. And she's doing her own colorway. She's doing something blue and shaboom. So maybe I can show you guys this picture of what she's doing because it's kind of crap. So you see how her bag is like the pearl of mine. And those are her two colorways she's going to do and like a little picture of the shawl. So I'm totally going to hop on that knit along because I'm feeling shawly. Even though I have a shawl started, but let's
I have a shawl that I'm knitting. I might actually bring the shawl that I'm knitting. It's
But can you see the shawl? It looks like it's really like a long.
It looks like a lot of wedges. We'll put a
Yes.
picture here. I'll put a picture here.
So that's what
So
I'm
you can all
doing,
see what we're
guys.
talking about.
I'm joining that knit along. So yay, Lola did it! Yay! So excited. Anyway, so that's yeah. So I'm really excited. So now I have an idea of what I'm gonna dye. So I'm gonna do that for myself. It's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be so awesome. So yes, so that followed me home. But then you know what else I got?
No?
I got a huge package.
Your pile is gone.
My pile's still here.
She's hiding things from me.
And there's
What
stuff
is
for here.
this bag?
So
Oh my gosh.
I have a I guess reader from my blog and a customer, and she watches us, Jennifer.
Okay.
So she was gifted with a sock blank from Knit Picks.
Oh, nice.
She's an amateur dyer, but she's never dyed a sock blank. So she's like, would you dye it for me? And I was like, hell yeah, that's so much fun. So I was like, you know what, that'll be awesome. So she sent me the knit. I thought I was just gonna get the knit blank, and we talked about colors and whatever. So we came up with colorways for that. Sorry for the crinkling, guys. I didn't want to take it out of the bag yet, so I might have ruined it. But then the package came, and it was ginormous. And so the first thing that was in it was this amazing knitting bag.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't this so cool? So it fits over your arm like that to knit with.
Yeah.
And there's a story behind it. So it's from Quebec. So I'm obviously in love with it half anyways because my brother lives in Quebec and my sister-in-law is awesome. So it's Jezebel B.
Okay.
And Travaux d'Aiguille, so for needlework.
Okay.
The Etsy store is otterburnpq.etsy.com. And so the story behind the bag, is it okay if I read this?
Yeah, go for it.
So it says, one day my grandmother gave me a little green linen bag with a nice hand-embroidered bird on it. She told me her mother made it when she was young, around the 1890s. Everyone tried to figure out what it was used for until she told us it was her project bag. She kept her yarn inside when she was knitting. Awesome, it was the perfect gift. This bag is precious to my heart. I use it when I knit or to put my embroidery scissors with a couple of colored threads when I embroider. I didn't invent anything, but it was so practical that I made a sturdier version that can last for a long time. As long as my great-grandmother's, from Jezebel Bay.
Oh,
So mine is like a denim, which I love. I love a dark denim. And the inside has this really great fabric.
Fun.
There's a name for fabric like this. Can't remember what it is. Ticking?
No idea.
No idea. Anyways, it's also like a denim. It's really awesome. So it's a total sturdy bag. It sits up by well, okay, so it doesn't sit up, but
My table's slippery.
by itself. It did on my couch anyways. And then, that's not everything she sent me. So I got the awesome bag.
She's
And
being
then-
very secretive, like blocking. I can't even peek in the other.
I got a skein from Dyer version. Hold on, I'm just going to unclip another secret here.
They are always at the frolic.
So this really pretty, and I love the colors.
Yes.
So it's got like a denim blue and a teal and this gorgeous like Merlot kind of
I had some
pink.
Merlot last night.
I see the bottle. I'm like,
I-
woo!
I was texting her. I'm like, we should go to Paris.
No,
Or
you
was it
said
Santorini?
Santorini.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm in for either. You know, I've got my passport. I'm ready.
I was also watching Mamma Mia at the same time.
Mamma Mia. That's where the Santorini came in.
Yes.
Then I was like, it was so random. I just went with it, but okay. Anyway, so there's. I don't know what I'm gonna make with this. It's called Upstream. It's superwash merino nylon, so it's sock yarn. So I'm thinking socks. You know what? Maybe I'll try one of Mina's new patterns.
Yes, you should.
Because I was gonna make your
I ha-
socks in Mina's new pattern, but I didn't have the pattern with me.
I had a hard time picking which pattern to knit.
Driftwood. I love driftwood.
Driftwood? That would look
These might
nice
be
in that.
really cool driftwood socks. Or
And it's called
um,
Upstream.
Upstream. Oh, that's so cool. So it's perfect. Yeah, so this is going to be one of Mina's. But you know what? I also like Mina's,
Oh, and this is local to us.
yes, she's Toronto.
Here in Mississauga.
Yep. And then, so you want to see what was clipped to it? Because I think I have to share these with you. She said to share. So I'm not sharing the wool or the bag, but I'll share these. I love you.
It's okay.
I got Progress Keepers, Stitch
Oh my
Markers.
God. Oh
and
my
look
God,
at this
look
one.
at the
I know! Look, there's socks.
Oh my god.
And they're actually on the same one.
They
And
are so
they're
cute.
striped socks, and they're on both sides.
You know what? This one kind of looks like my Celebrate the Night colorway. Oh no,
No,
hold
the
on.
other
There,
side.
That side.
Isn't that so cool?
It's kind of fun.
Okay, maybe I'll give you that one
Oh
then.
my god, they're fun.
And then there's this guy, like an owl.
Oh my god. Look at them.
Isn't that cute? And then this is my favorite. The goldfish and the I love that. That's wicked. It makes me laugh every time I look at it. I would never knit, I would just play with my goldfish. And then this guy is a polar bear?
Oh, that's cute.
Little polar bear and a little iceberg.
Oh, he's got his little hat and
Little hat and squash.
toque.
Yeah, so you get to choose two and I get to choose two, but can I please have the goldfish?
Yes, you can have the goldfish.
So, those are really fun, cute.
Those are really cute.
And then, so I will
Oh
share
my
the next
God,
thing. I
what
know.
is in this bag?
Okay,
It's
so
like-
you want to see the card she sent? I won't
Totally
let you
good
read the
bag.
inside, but look, it has a pencil on it. As soon as I saw that, I was like, that is so appropriate.
Yikes. Pull it back.
You know what? And the colors are spot on. Whoever
Yeah.
dyed that must be really good.
Product placement.
And I happen to have some in stock right now. Anyway, so we've got minis.
Oh my god, look at them.
So I'm gonna have to share one with you. So this one is all by Scrumptious Pearl, and this one's by Nomadic Yarns.
Ooh.
So I kind of want both, so I'm gonna let you choose. And then she even wrote down what is on each of them. Now,
Oh my god.
okay, Nomadic Yarn is her Harry Potter one. So
Oh my god, the Harry Pottery.
yeah, I just said that, so thank you. So there's Dumbledore,
I like
which is
Harry
the-
Potter a lot.
but I'm kind of like, yeah. So there's Dumbledore, Hagrid, Sirius Black, and McGonagall.
Oh my god, look at them. They're awesome.
I love them. So freaking happy.
Centerfield.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's perfect for you, right? Because baseball, boom, done.
Almost bought a nail polish this morning called Home Run.
Why didn't you?
Well, I found the same color in a different brand.
But it's
So I
not the
bought
same
that one.
color. I mean, it's not the same name.
I know, but
Okay, so what are yours? Show yours.
okay. There you go. So there's Sunset Boulevard.
Higher, baby, higher. There you
Sorry, Sunset Boulevard. There's Mischief Managed,
go. See that's a Harry Potter one.
and there's Centerfields and Driftwood.
Love it.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Minis are wicked.
Oh, from a blanket.
I know. So thank
How's your
you so
blanket
much.
coming?
I have a great collection of minis for my blanket. I will start it one of these days.
Oh,
But isn't that such a sweet
so
bag?
sweet? Thank you.
So I'm putting everything in my bag.
We can just stop right now and start knitting.
We can just, yeah, you know what? A half an hour podcast, totally enough. We gotta go knit now. We got stuff to do. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so now I not only am I gonna finish my Tequila Sunrise socks, I'm gonna start my shawl and knit along. I'm gonna have that spun for me. And then I have these to add to my box of socks, which I'm getting close to 12 skeins. And
Honey, you're gonna start. Her box is already like. You're gonna need to.
And you know, I'm gonna have all the minis from my socks to do.
Yeah.
That's what this can be. It'll be a mini for my blanket, and that will be
Yes,
perfect.
that will be beautiful.
So maybe Serafina, if you don't mind doing that for me too, that'd be thank you.
Sooner or later, we'll get her spinning. I mean, I really shouldn't say much. I haven't spun much at all.
You know what? I just I would suck at it. I would totally suck at it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would totally.
It's fun.
No.
My thing. So
No.
I have only spun mostly merino, so it's been heavy on merino contents.
Yeah. Well, this would be fun because it's a little grippier, right? Isn't
Yeah.
my face Leicester grippier?
Yeah.
Or am I making that up?
No, I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like it would be.
Yeah.
But I spin really thin. Like,
Well, you'd make a sock.
I-
Couldn't you like Navajo ply it?
mine is 3 ply.
Totally pulled that out of thin air.
I do like a chain ply, and it ends up being 3 ply.
Okay.
And it's like
Really thin.
light fingering. Like
Lacy?
it's thin. Which is good, but it just
Just need
takes
to
a very
practice.
long time because I'm spinning a loop bump, which is like 5 ounces. It's gonna take me a while.
Yeah, and you don't want to change it too much now, right? Like,
But then I also haven't had a whole lot of time to spin because I've
no,
been
because you're dying like a mad woman.
dying like crazy.
Yeah, your production's out of this world.
It is.
I don't even want to try and keep up. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
It's madhouse around here, but I have like my drying rack outside
Princesses.
is literally overflowing because I have club colorways that most of it has been reskeined. They should all be going out tomorrow. Then I have my birthday colorway that was a complete surprise, but
I
going
saw
out.
it. I'm surprised.
I did. So I did the
I'm
Instagram giveaway.
surprised.
Do you,
How'd that go?
I have never had that many people enter a giveaway. I was blown
You had
away.
a lot. The last
Like-
time I checked was a couple days ago, and
It was
like,
like 1,300 plus entries.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's a lot of entries.
Oh my gosh.
And I swear at least 12 of them were my name. And I wasn't being like, other people put my name in. Because I kept getting these notifications like, you're an enabler, you're an enabler.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on? And I looked up and it was all for your contest.
Yeah.
So does that mean I win, or does that mean the person who put my name in won?
They win. Sorry.
I was like, sweet.
Yeah. But that was pretty fun. That was pretty exciting.
Wicked.
I'm so touched with everybody that took time out of their day to send me a message on.
You got a lot of birthday messages.
I got a lot of birthday messages, like
Did you see
comments
all of
on.
them on mine?
Yeah.
Did you go look on mine?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
did. I got comments on both of our Instagrams, on YouTube, through Ravelry. Like, it's really nice.
It was a good birthday.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's a good birthday. And I have my giveaways almost over. It's over tomorrow.
Is it?
My 3,000 follower giveaway. And
I'm almost at 3,000.
I know. I noticed that. I was like, shit, I better hurry
Crazy.
up. So yeah,
Crazy.
so that goes out tomorrow. So I get to pick that tomorrow. So if you haven't already, go in and tell me who inspires you.
Yes.
You
That's
haven't
a
done
good
it.
idea.
You haven't done it.
Well, last time I didn't win.
You're never gonna win. You get free skeins anytime you want.
Sure, I just come and steal them off your drying rack. The other day I was at soccer practice and
Oh
she
my
messages
God.
me. She's like,
Monday,
"Oh my
Monday,
God, I
yeah.
have yarn outside drying and it's raining." I'm like,
yeah.
"It's not really raining here." I was like, right by her house. I'm like, "It's not really raining here, but I'll stop at your house on my way home." So I do, and it's all under like covered area. I'm like, all good. Rain's blowing the other way. She did not tell me she had yarn in the backyard.
32 skeins in the bawkyard, and they were drenched. I cried. I cried. I will admit it. I had to go upstairs and had one of those showers where you're bawling your eyes out, but you're in the shower, so nobody needs to know that you're crying. It was horrible. I was totally angry because it had been perfectly dry because I put it out.
Yeah.
I had dyed it the night before, so it had dried all night and then all day, and it was beautifully dry, and I should have brought it in before we left for CrossFit, but I completely forgot, and we're out. Oh, he killed us for CrossFit. Killed us. I'm a very angry worker outer, which is I'm opposite. I'm not an angry person. And my brother-in-law is discovering this side of my personality. And we were doing 6 deadlifts, 20 step-ups, and then the 200-meter run 5 times. 5 rounds.
Well, I would have been laying on the floor, crying.
I get angry around like round 2, maybe 3, and we had to run outside, and it was pouring rain. And of course, I was the last one, but I still finished. But I was the last one, and they had closed the door because the rain was coming down. And I was like, "Not everybody's done yet." And they're like, "Do you want to row?" And I'm like, "No, I'm already wet. I might as well just keep going." And people are like trying to cheer me on and stuff, and it really pisses me off. And my husband knows this, so he's just like quietly over in the corner, like cleaning up and doing his thing.
This is what us normal people do when you're in this mood.
I'm a redhead, okay? Yeah.
Don't chew gum if she's in labor.
We told
Bad
that
idea.
story.
Bad idea.
When I was having my daughter, Christina was there for the home birth, and I must have been going through transition or something. It was really, really intense.
Yes, and in denial about it.
Total denial. I thought it was maybe like 2.
She wouldn't let me call the midwife.
No.
I did anyways.
And
I'm like, Rob, give me the phone.
Just in time, too. So they had, what was it, onions for lunch. I think we had subs or something for lunch. And you guys had onions. And then while I was in my own little world in transition, not knowing I was in transition, these guys are popping gum because thinking if they're getting in my face, I'm going to get pissed off. But all I could smell was like the minty gum. And they always laugh because they said like my head basically like swiveled around like the exorcist. I was like, lose the gum.
That's hilarious. I hid in the kitchen. It's true.
So I pretty much work out the way I labor. Wow, tangent.
So
All right.
let's move on to questions.
We have questions.
So on Jennifer, she says, on our last episode, we mentioned knitting sock lengths for gradients. And she wants to know if we hand knit them or machine knit them or what type of machine. So I don't do sock blanks.
I do.
But you do.
So right now, my husband's actually at home knitting me some more. He's supposed to be. He's on strike right now for the next 2 weeks, so I put him to work. And I have a machine. I have an AliExpress king size, which is one of the most commercially available ones, and it knits in a round. Now, it's designed to be a hand crank, but I did not knit 1,000 yarn box ones on a hand cranker. My husband, sweet man that he is, jerry rigged it with like nuts and bolts and stuff to attach to an electric drill. So we have this, it's pretty big, it's like this big, pretending the head's not in the middle there. And it sits on our kitchen table and it's bolted to the kitchen table and actually taped now because we broke some of the bolts. So I literally have it taped to my kitchen table. And then we have the drill set up beside it like that, and you have to pretend this is my other hand. You sit there and you hold the drill down and it goes and it just whips it around, and then in the middle, so to catch the blanks as they get spun around, I have one of those IKEA salad bowl spinners. And so it has like the outside hard plastic and the inside mesh, so then the as it knits into the tube, it falls into the bottom of the bowl, and then the bowl starts spinning with it. So that the blank doesn't get all twisted up. And that's how we knit them. And usually it has a counter on mine because I have the king size one, but we don't use it. I put my big thing of cone on a scale so I can weigh them out to be exactly how heavy I want them. And that's how I do the big, long, huge fatties that I knit for the Hito Feud cardigans. So I know exactly how much they weigh. And that's how and then I know, because I know how much each gram is in yardage, and then some people have told me if they want this certain yardage, I'll know how much to weigh it out to be. And they're freaking long. So a regular like 115 gram skein is like maybe 6 or 7 feet long.
Yeah.
Because I knit them very loosely. So now when you buy a blank from Knit Picks, which
they're more dense.
They're very dense, and I find it difficult to, sorry for the crinkling guys. I'm gonna open this, Jen. I hope that's okay. Quick.
Rip it.
Rip it. We're like, take the Band-Aid off. Whoosh. So, for example, this is the one from Knit Picks, and it's actually held double, which I don't usually do because I know it's very hard to unravel. So, Jen, I won't be unraveling this for you. So, it's very dense. You see how dense that is? And so, getting the dye into the weave is very difficult. And I will probably... Sorry, go.
They often end up with more of a heathered effect.
Yeah, which is fine if you're going for that. And I've done a few that were like that. My water colorway for Knit Picks, I wanted it to have a heathered look, so I did that on purpose. But if you want like a really saturated one, knit like this it's almost impossible. Like this is when you really actually have to molest the wool and like stretch it both ways to get the dye to go in. Like you could even soak this for like days and the dye wouldn't penetrate the weave. So when I knit my own, I make a very loose weave. So my machine is set to knit on like a worsted wool.
Right.
And I knit sock blanks. So it's very loose, which makes the dye get in perfectly. So so it's machine knit. And then each blank takes about 10 minutes to knit. Less if you go faster. My husband goes faster than I do. When I knit them, I go a little slower because I'm usually watching Netflix or I have my it's very loud, so you have to wear ear protection.
It is really loud.
Really loud, yeah. So ear protection, I have special noise canceling earphones for when I do the knitting.
We have the funkiest gadgets.
I know, right?
I was laughing because I had my headgear on the other day, like the gas mask.
Oh, the gas mask.
And as I'm putting it on, the radio's on, and Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back comes on. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm feeling it.
And it muffles your voice too,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because you have to like yell versus...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the things we have to do for you guys to dye. Speaking of which, next question, how did you learn to dye?
Which was asked by Laura.
Yes, so we've touched on this before. And it was all thanks to our friend, the yarn therapist. So Jen, was it 2 summers ago, 2 years
No,
ago?
it was last summer.
No, it was 2 summers ago.
Was it 2 summers ago?
I was dying last summer.
Right, 2 summers ago.
2 summers ago. Jen, like we'd always toyed with it. You and I actually toyed with opening a company together.
It a lot.
Yeah, we had talked about learning to dye, and it would just look like so much fun and something that both of our personalities would really... And we were both stay-at-home moms, so it seemed like a really great way of taking what we were passionate about and making money off of it, because isn't that everybody's kind of dream, to earn money doing what you love?
They say to find a job that you love so it doesn't feel like working.
Exactly. So Jen had this great idea for her, instead of having like a birthday party, she wanted to do a dye party, and we were like, game on, that sounds like so much fun. So Jen went out and like bought all we needed. We didn't use acid dyes, we used Kool-Aid and food dye, and it was out on our front lawn in the middle of summer, and we played with all these colors, but you know what, we didn't know that you needed vinegar.
Nope. So the colors faded away.
So the colors all faded. You know what, I think Shauna used some vinegar, but the rest of us
on one of the last
didn't.
rounds.
Yeah.
Somebody clued in.
Yeah. So we had, but you know what? It was a lot of fun to mix the colors.
Yeah.
And to put them on the wool, and it was funny to see everybody's different way of doing it. Like I just walked up and started just like chucking color on.
I'm sitting on the sidelines like, okay, I'll just watch you for a while.
Yeah. One of my favorite pictures of me is from that day, and I'm wearing all black, and I'm holding all you see is like my black pants, whatever.
Blue and purple.
Yeah. Love that color. That picture makes me smile because it's like,
it's what started it all.
It's what started it all, and it's just so colorful, and that's actually one of the pictures I used for my planner. Anyways, I love it. So we spent that day just playing.
Yeah, so we haven't taken any classes. It's literally trial and error, and there's been errors.
And even 2 years ago, there wasn't a lot of like how to do it like on YouTube. No. There's a lot more now. There's even a lot more books. Like when so that we took that day and we both kind of went separately after that, and I decided, you know what, I love this. I designed a colorway at that day. It was my watermelon, which I've released a couple times since. And I was like, I love this so much. And then other people loved it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get acid dyes. I'm going to teach myself to use the acid dyes properly so that they don't fade. And then I started looking around, and then I had my husband built me a warping board so I could do stripes. And then I just kind of picked up skills as I needed them and went from there. And I sold my first 4 skeins like the week I opened my Etsy shop, and it's just been... So anytime I try something new, that is usually me just experimenting and figuring things out. There's not a lot of how-tos to dye. You kind of have to...
the point though. Like part of your own personal style is just having fun and doing it in your own unique way. Don't follow the rule book. Like there are certain things you have to do a certain way in order for the colors to set properly.
It's true. You have to have acid. You have to have heat. Yeah. That's pretty much, those things are set in stone. But even with those, there's different acids you can use. There's different ways to heat it. There's stovetop. There's microwave. There's people who use their ovens. You could even use the sun if you're not doing large quantities and just lay it out in the sun for heat.
Yeah. And you don't live in unpredictable Canada weather.
Where birds sit on your wool outside.
It's now very cold all of a sudden.
It's like 12 degrees outside, and it was like 35 like 2 weeks ago. So.
I know. Bring back summer.
Yeah.
But
now there's books out. I actually bought a dye book just to see if there was any techniques that I could learn. And it talked a bit about kettle dyeing, which I hadn't done a lot of because it's so unpredictable. And it talked about dyeing in a cake. I tried that, didn't like it, haven't done it again. So there's different ways to do it. And even just how you wind wool, you can do it differently.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so like our dyes are so personal. Right? It's yes, you can teach someone the basics of it, and I've done a few dye classes locally.
Yeah,
we've had fun.
We had a couple of dye nights where Amanda's been bringing, like, just telling people to bring bare yarn or yarn that they don't like that they want to over dye, and then she's been bringing the dyes, and then we just bring the bins, and it's been so much fun. So we just put out tables. There was usually about a dozen of us, I think.
We should do another one and invite all the people.
We could.
You guys want to do a dye night with us? That'll be so much fun.
Just put out tables and everybody just sort of went at it. And it's just so fun to see how they apply their color and what colors they choose. And
it really is. It's like your personality and your brain out on. It's like you're an artist, right? Because it's so much fun. So
I think a lot of the people that came to had a lot of fun doing it and really loved the yarn that they walked away with.
And a lot of people have knit with the yarn.
Yeah, and it gives you a different appreciation for the work that goes into it.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of hard work. It's because it's not just a one-step process. You're prepping the wool. You're buying the wool. You're prepping the wool. You're doing the actual dyeing, which is one of the quickest things. Honestly,
it's true.
Especially for stripes, the actual dyeing part is the fastest. The prepping, the drying, and the rewinding takes up the days or the weeks, depending if you leave wool outside and you have to dry it all over again, or birds sit on it, or kids get a hold of it, or life happens.
Yeah.
But that's how we learned to dye together.
Yeah.
One of these days, I think we'll still maybe open a studio together.
Maybe.
It'd be fun.
Maybe.
Never know.
We also
Forever insane.
We'll see. She won't be allowed to work out that day. No heavy lifting for you. We have one more question from Shirley, and she wanted to know if we wind or cake our minis before we use them. And do you do it the same way she would a larger or regular size skein?
And I totally would. I would wind it on my caker and just boom, done.
For my minis, I don't actually always wind them. So when I'm doing my blanket, and some of the minis come in like smaller. This is a 30 gram mini, but they're usually 10 gram minis. The ones I get in swaps and whatnot. I just undo them and I put the loop over my knees. And I knit. I just take a loop off, and then when I'm done with it, I twist it back up, and it goes back like this, and back in my
storage. I need a lot of alcohol to do that.
Or I'll like drape it over like the back of a chair or something. I just sit still. But steering wheel in the car, when in park, sitting and watching soccer practice in the freezing cold. So I don't always. Just how I fly,
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Oh my god, no! Mine would be wound into a ball or a cake.
So
like
if I do that on the train tonight, you're gonna freak.
I'm gonna freak out. There's gonna be a video of me going. She has wool.
Oh gosh,
the vlog's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, gosh. So, shop news. I have a few different things going up in the shop. Suits is back. Tequila Sunrise is back. Friends for Life is back.
Tequila Sunrise is back. Did you guys hear that? You can make my socks with me.
And one that has gained a lot of popularity lately. I've only dyed it once before, I think. And
it's the perfect time of year.
It's the perfect time of year because Memorial Day just passed. And 4th of July is coming up. But this is Patriot. So you can kind of tell it's kind of like
Vintagey.
it's vintagey, like a faded flag.
It's like
kind
my
of.
sweater.
Yeah.
Look, it's like my sweater.
Pretty much exactly. It's like a faded blue and a
sharp
kind
my
of
elbow
faded
made.
red, but I love how they look together. And Jen Sheelan, she made.
I loved her. I love her. Oh my god. I want to be in her like circle of friends. You hear that, Jen? Yeah, you.
She designed the Americana jar using this yarn. That was actually
Maybe that's
why
why
I
you
dyed
designed it?
the yarn
Yeah.
to begin with. I
love that pattern.
was playing with it, but it's really neat for. So it's a mason jar cover, and it's knit up like the American flag.
And then when the candles are lit at night, they like sparkle through the knit. It's very cool.
So in the top part, she knit the blue with like eyelets as the stars. It was really nice.
Very cool.
So this one has been very super popular. Then this one here was a misdye. This was, I had a custom order for Princess Party on DK weight.
Yes.
Silly me dyed it on worsted weight.
So you have a worsted.
I have a worsted.
Who wants
and
it?
it's a ball, which I
want
don't
it.
do much.
I kinda want
but this will be going up in the shop. My birthday colorway is shipping out. Once it's out, I may not.
Next week you have to show it to us because it's.
I won't have any. They're all gone.
Well, take a picture and
I'll
then
take a
insert a
picture.
picture. Right down there. Right there. I'm okay with that.
I put it right here. Yeah.
I love it. It's so not you. It's so funky. I love it.
It is very.
You can't tell anybody though. Oh my god, I can't
Yeah.
tell, and I wanted to. Oh, I got a peacock
Let's
thing
just
going on.
say my birthday colorway and my June month colorway are polar opposites.
Oh, I love June.
The June colorway.
So pretty.
Oh my god, I think it's my favorite one I've dyed.
Pretty.
I think it's my favorite one I've dyed. Jilly, you'll like it.
Yeah, they're Jilly's colors. Are you gonna do a thing? No, because it's already over, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I didn't even. I fucked it up.
But it would.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, we have a busy day.
Dye pots of waiting.
Dye pots to wait. I gotta
Yes.
edit this, and then we're going to see.
We're leaving in 3.5 hours, so we gotta get going.
Yeah.
We got stuff to do. We'll see you guys later.